Yeah, good.
That's good. How can I help you?
Oh, look, my pill's going green. I think I've got a problem with my chlorinator. The needle's not coming all the way up. No, I've just put in a lot of salt.
Okay. Is the low salt light coming on as well?
It is actually, yeah.
All right.
I've just put a lot of salt in.
Okay. Look, that's not uncommon. The actual cell itself, is there a lot of calcification on the cell?
Yeah.
Okay. What can be happening is in the actual cell there's a little sensor. If all that calcium which hardens around that sensor can actually mask the water so it can't read properly. So look, the first thing we could possibly look at is actually getting that cleaned and see if it's working properly. Look, what sort of brand of chlorinator do you have?
It's a Zodiac Trichlor.
Okay, Tiarite, mate, they actually don't have needles. They usually have like a little set of lights, or they have like a little bar on the screen.
Oh, sorry, yeah, sorry, it's got that's my old one. Yeah,
Yep.
You're right, actually, it does have the lights, yeah.
Okay, so look, what we need to look at is see what's going on.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, obviously, like I said, we've got to get that cell cleaned. Once we've done that, we should be able to tell if the salt light comes off.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, and your salt level is quite high from all the salt you've added, to me it sounds like we've got a problem with the board. All right. If that board's failed, look, you can be looking around about $900 to replace that board alone.
Yeah.
And off the top of my head, I think it's about a 3-month warranty on that part.
Right.
Look, I don't really think that's great value. I think if you're going to spend that sort of money, how about we think about actually investing that into a new chlorinator that's going to work a lot better for a lot longer in the future. You happy to have a look?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. How big's your pool, do you know?
About 40,000 litres, I think.
Fantastic, that's a good little size pool for that. Mine's 45, so I know that size pretty well. So look, the 25 here is what's called a V25, will cater for that 40,000 litre pool really, really nicely. Look, the V series is a standard chlorinator from Astral. One thing you'll love about this is it's a self-cleaning cell. So on the actual cell, it basically means the polarities are swapping over every 4 hours. So you've got a negative and a positive, negative, positive, and every 4 hours they swap. So it makes it very tough for the calcium to stick to that electrode. So that's how it helps to keep it cleaner longer for you. So in essence, you're probably going to be cleaning it maybe once every 3 to 6 months. All right. The other factor too is it's all done by LED screen. So it's like setting an alarm clock, it's that simple. But when we install it for you, we'll preset it for you so that way then you basically just have it up and running. But if you have a problem, just in the screen right about here, it will come up with info. Now if you see that, you press this orange button in the middle and it will tell you, give you an idea of what's going on. It could be something like, hey, check the water, or not enough water flow, or check salt's too low, things like that. And that's going to help you go in the right direction to make sure your pool's not going to go green for you in the future. Simply, we use the pool mode button. Does 3 levels. Timer, manually on, manually off, and then you go back to timer again. So as you can see, it is a very, very simple unit to use. Now look, for one of these, you're going to be looking around about the $1,750 for us to fully fit that for you. So it's getting a technician from here, taking that, cutting out your old chlorinator, installing the new one. You'll be running the same day. So that's pretty good turnaround, and then we can start working on that green pool for you, okay? The other cool thing about this is, remember I was saying to you, you're only going to be looking around about a 3-month warranty on that part?
Yeah.
Well, these come with a pro rata 5-year warranty.
Right.
Best on the market. Commonly, most chlorinators only have a 2 or 3 year on average, okay? The best thing though is, you buy this through Poolworks, Poolworks will actually give you additional 12-month pro rata on the cell. So it means your cell's covered on pro rata for up to 6 years. So obviously as further you go, the more you'll pay on if you have to replace that part. So that's pretty good peace of mind, knowing you're going to have a chlorinator that's going to last you a long time. Okay. The other option is we can look at what's called the EQ system. Now this is a bit of a step up. Now, your pool pump at home, would you happen to have a P320 pump on there by any chance?
No, I haven't. I've got a Davy pump on there actually. Okay.
So there's a couple of ways we can go about this. We can just put this as a standard with the cell, pretty much like what this is doing over here, and then we can actually add the acid line to it. So what that's going to do is it's going to help to control your acid in your pool. Now by controlling your acid, your chlorine is going to be more active and work a lot more efficiently for you. So it's going to help keep your pool clean. We can then go a step up. If we replace your pool pump to the Astral's energy efficient P320 pump, there's a connection that goes from this to the back of that. We then add a couple of probes that sit on your pipework, which reads your acid levels and also your chlorine levels. It reads it in ORP. Now, what that...
What's ORP?
So basically it's the activity of chlorine, so how active it is. It's a little bit different to... Do you do your water tests here?
Yeah, I just get the strips. It's got pink and red, that sort of thing.
Okay, so look, keep in mind those little tests like that, whether it's the paper version or it's the drips, everybody's eyesight is different. So you'd look at a test and I'll look at it and we'll see it slightly different, so they're not quite accurate.
Yeah.
You're better off going to a pool shop where we can use, what we use is basically spin tests.
Yeah.
Very, very accurate, so you're getting a proper reading of what's going on. And that could be part of the problem of not making sure that we're getting enough chemical in your pool too. So the beauty of having this sort of system, it's going to do that for you. So having that energy efficient pool pump's not only going to save you money on running costs, it's also going to control with the chlorinator as well. So what it means is it will run for a total of 12 hours a day. Okay, so at the moment you're probably running about, I'd say about 8 hours.
Yep.
Yep. So over 12 hours it's going to work. Okay, it's a bit different to how yours is running now. So what it's doing is going to look at your pool. Once your chlorine level and your pH level is fine, it's going to say that's great. The pump's actually going to drop that speed right down. So it's basically going in what we call testing mode. So it's just constantly testing the water level. So during summer, you're out during the day, you've been working, you come home all hot and sweaty, your chlorine level is perfect, sitting like this, and you jump in the pool and you'll start to see that the chlorine's dropping. So this system wants you to know, hey, I need to go to work. It'll bring the pump up, it'll produce more chlorine to help maintain that chlorine level for you. So there's no need for you having to test it as much, or you having to come along and manually change the output on here, which sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Now basically, look, it is a more expensive system.
Yeah.
Obviously we're just looking at the chlorinator, whereas this, we're looking at a whole new package for you between your pump and your chlorinator. So between this and the pump, you're going to be looking around about $4.5 grand.
Yeah.
Okay. The benefits for you is you get the same warranty on this as you do over here with the 5-year and extended 12-month. The pool pump, you're actually going to get a 3-year warranty extended with 12 months on top of that, so it's a total of 4 years. And then basically you're going to find your chemical bill is going to start coming down. The reason being is, you know how you test your stabiliser?
Yeah.
What sort of levels are you aiming for at the moment?
Oh, look, I don't really know. I just throw it in about 50, I think.
Okay. The beauty about the EQ system, and especially in the AI mode, which is what we're talking about, we don't want to see that any higher than 20. So it means less chemical you're having to put in the pool for that part, which is a little bit more money saved in your pocket. Because these work on demand, unlike with these chlorinators, we still need to keep that stabiliser level around about the 50.
It might be a bit complicated.
Look, there's a lot more to them, yes. Depending on what you want to aim for. But at the end of the day, if you want something where you don't have to do as much, then this is something that's going to take care of that for you. All right. It's quite easy once you've got it going, and when we install it, we actually sit there with you and we do a handover and show you how it works. So that way then you fully understand what you're seeing. So we don't just put it in and leave you in the lurch. We'll work through with you. The other factor too with these systems is we strongly recommend that we do a 3-monthly visit. So it costs you $50 for us to turn up. And what we do is we clean your probes, we re-grease your hose motor and make sure that everything is running beautifully for you. And then we make any calibrations that we need to those probes. So what it basically means in a nutshell is your system's going to keep working beautifully all year round. So it's less work for you as well.
It's good, but it's just a bit expensive. I didn't plan on spending that much money.
Okay. Well, look, one of the things we can offer is a part payment plan. Would that be something that would interest you to get you thinking maybe towards that sort of system?
Look, with these payment plans, I don't want to pay any extra money. So, like, it's expensive and I don't want to pay anything extra. I don't want to pay interest or anything, so.
No, I get that. And look, the beauty of this is we don't charge you any extra. We've got an in-house payment plan here, which is a 3-part payment plan with no extra fees. It's purely the cost of the work. And what we do is we come and install it. You get an invoice in that week and you pay half of it off in that week, okay? 4 weeks after that, you pay 25% more, and then the final 4 weeks after that, you pay the final 25%. So basically, we're able to spread that cost over a few months for you. And look, if I really need to, I might be able to talk to the boss and be able to extend that just a little bit longer for you as well to help you out. It's all about getting the right equipment into your pool and getting it tailored to what you want to do. If you're happy spending a bit more time around the pool, then we can definitely look at the V series. If you want something that's going to do most of the work for you, then I really reckon the EQ AI is the way to go. How do you feel about that?
Many people got those these systems here?
Yeah, look, I have one myself, and I must admit, I absolutely love it. And they're getting increasingly popular. We're getting more and more of them putting into pools out there. The energy efficient the energy efficient pool pumps have been a massive hit over the years, and pretty much is our number one pool pump that we put in.
Right.
Now, the beauty.
How much money would I save if I got an energy efficient pool pump?
Look, you're going to save up to about $600 a year in electricity. But the beauty of this is, as well, is that because the system, even though it's running 12 hours, it's not running at full speed for most of it. Once it's achieved the set points of your pH and chlorine, it will drop that pump down to that testing speed that I was talking about. And that's where it's just going to sit there and work when it needs to work. Same with the cell, it's not working 24/7, it's basically working when it needs to. So it means the equipment's going to last a lot longer as well.
I like this, but the only thing is $4,500 is too much for me. I can't afford it. So
Okay.
I really like that system. It sounds like it's a right system, but unfortunately I just don't have the money.
Okay, well here's something we can do. We can plan for the future.
Yeah.
If you're looking at a chlorinator, we can strip away some of those extras for now, get the basic model of this chlorinator put in, which is basically just this with the acid and the cell. So that way then, say in 6 months time or in 12 months time when you're ready, we can then add the other parts to it. Do you think that would be something that would be more suitable?
Yeah, I just want to know how much everything costs.
Yeah, so look, if we go with this, the EQ, you're going to be looking around about the $2,000 mark. To add on all the extras, which is your probe kit, your dosing kit and things like that, you're going to be looking at an extra $1,000.
Yeah.
So $2,000 now, $1,000 add on for the chlorinator, and then obviously the pool pump as well, you're looking at $1,450 for that as well.
Right. So if I buy that, it costs me $2,000?
Yep,
And can I still get the payment plan?
you certainly can.
Right.